Now, Ms. Lopez, Gina Acosta works directly under you. Is that correct?
Your Honor, Ms. Gina Acosta is one of the employees.
No. My
under
question
the
is,
office of the
she
Chief
works
of Staff.
under you?
Under the office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor.
Yes, so you have management control, supervision over her?
In certain cases, Your Honor, because she acts as the supervising.
No, Miss Lopez, Attorney Lopez, you know, something na I've been noticing about the way you've been answering.
Oh, yes.
You've been very selective and evasive. You know, just categorically just say, because I'm starting to believe na you're trying to paint an image of a chief of staff that's not actually the role of a chief of staff. I've worked with many chief of staff, and chief of staffs have full control, knowledge, and information about what happens internally and externally in every office. But parang dito sa lagay mo, hindi yata ganon. So anyway, my question is, Gina Acosta works under you o hindi?
Yes.
Okay. She answers to you, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if she answers to you, she's the SDO. Therefore, you would know about her activities, her responsibilities, and duties as the Special Disbursement Officer.
No, Your Honor. No. I was not the person who designated her, Your Honor.
No. That is not my that's not my question, Attorney Lopez. My question is, she works under you, you confirmed. You manage her? Yes. Now, my question is, Attorney Lopez, Gina Acosta, you confirmed that she works under you. That is correct?
She works with the office of the Chief of Staff.
Yes, and you are?
The Chief of Staff.
There you go, right? Now, because she works under you, you supervise her activities, correct?
Certain activities, Your Honor.
Why is it that somebody will work under you and you can only supervise certain activities?
Because she works with the office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor, as admin officer, not as disbursing officer. So I only have a direct hand in her work as an admin officer, which is personnel management.
Kasi ang
supplies
sinabi ni
and
Attorney
procurement.
Sanchez, pagdating sa confidential funds, Attorney Lopez, matanong na kita, may information ka tungkol dito? Meron o wala?
Wala po.
Wala. Eh bakit sinabi ng katabi mo na pagdating sa confidential intelligence fund ng Office of the Vice President, tatlong tao lang ang may knowledge at information dito? Ikaw, Gina Acosta, at si Vice President Sara Duterte. Yan ang sinabi ng katabi mo. Here. So, please explain to me, why would the person beside you say that and you would deny that?
Your Honor, I cannot answer.
Are you gonna fire her too?
I cannot answer for Director Sanchez, Your Honor.
I know,
can
but
only
my
answer for
question
myself.
is to you, Attorney Lopez. She has that opinion. It's on record, under oath. 3 people have knowledge and information on the confidential funds. You, Gina, the person that works under you, and the Vice President. So why is it now that when I'm asking you, wala kang kinalaman?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, because that is the truth. I really have no personal knowledge as regards the matter of confidential funds.
Okay. Kung talagang wala kang kinalaman, Attorney Lopez, sa utilization ng confidential funds, why is it that on April 19, 2024, where your signature is affixed to a document that was forwarded to COA, ikaw ang sumasagot sa Audit Observation Memorandum ng COA kung wala kang kinalaman sa confidential funds? Eh bakit ikaw ang sumasagot kung wala kang kinalaman?
Your Honor, as I mentioned earlier, all external communications come from that Office of the
I
Chief
know.
of Staff.
But Attorney Lopez, you're not making sense. You just mentioned that you have no knowledge and information about confidential funds, and yet, to the AOM of COA, ikaw ang sumagot.
Your Honor, with all due respect, respectfully, even for other regular audits, ako po yung all external comms, I sign off on it. It's a
And
matter
also,
of course.
Attorney Lopez, I'll bring you back to another document. August 21, 2024, muli na naman po kayong sumulat kay Chairman ng COA. At dito, sa laman po ng sulat ninyo, ipinapakiusap ninyo na kung maaari, wag i-share ang audit observation ng COA sa Kongreso. Noong August 13, 2024, nag-issue ang House Committee ng Appropriations ng subpoena, Duces Tecum, sa COA kaugnay ng COA Audit Report tungkol sa pondo ng OVP at DepEd. Matapos ang ilang budget hearing kung saan tinalakay ang paggastos ng OVP at ng DepEd Secretary ng pondong ito na umaabot ng 125 million pesos sa loob lamang ng labing isang araw. Totoo po ba ito?
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I did not catch the question. Respectfully, may you please repeat? I'm sorry.
Attorney Lopez, nag-issue po kayo ng sulat sa COA ng August 21, 2024. Tama po ba, mali?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano po ang dahilan kung bakit po kayo sumulat sa COA?
I understand during that time, Your Honor, there was a subpoena issued to the Commission on Audit for the release of certain documents pertaining to the ongoing audit of some transactions of the Office of the Vice President.
So ang dahilan kung bakit po kayo sumulat sa COA ay upang pigilan ang COA mag-release ng kanilang audit report and other related documents tungkol sa utilization ng confidential funds ng OVP at ng DepEd. In your words, you said here, you are of the position that the subject subpoena should not be complied with. Is this correct?
Your Honor,
Is this correct? It's a yes or no, Attorney Lopez. Is this correct? Were these the words you affixed on your letter?
Your Honor,
It's a yes or no, Attorney Lopez. Oo lang po at hindi. Nandito po yung kopya ng sulat. Kung gusto niyo po, bigyan ko po kayo ng kopya ng sulat ninyo.
may I please
At
have
saka
a-
nandito po yung signature ninyo sa kopya, sa sulat.
Your Honor, respectfully, may I request a copy of the said letter? So I can...
Comsec, can you please give this to the person who has lost her memory? Can you just confirm this letter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Indicated in
Anyway,
the second
Comsec, can I have
paragraph.
my copy back? Since she has confirmed the letter.
Okay. Thank you.
When you issued this letter, Attorney Lopez, did you act on your own volition? Yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi. Hindi kayo nag-iisa. So sino ang kasama ninyo nung ito po ay inyong ipinarating sa Commission on Audit na hindi dapat sila sumunod sa subpoena duces tecum ng Kongreso?
Your Honor, this was a matter I consulted with Mr. Lemuel Ortonio.
Kayong dalawa lang.
Yes, Your Honor, for the matter of the requesting COA.
So, ang sinasabi mo, walang alam si Vice President tungkol dito?
Your Honor, it was a letter that
Ma'am, it's a yes or no. Let's not make life difficult. May kinalaman ba ang Vice Presidente sa sulat na ito? Oo, hindi.
Opo, yes.
So, she knew about the letter. Correct.
Yes, Your Honor.
Before you signed off to it and sent it to COA, correct?
Yes.
So, kayo po ba, Attorney Lopez? Kasi ang dating po sa amin nito ay una, hindi nun nire-respeto yung subpoena authority ng Kongreso. Pangalawa, parang sinusupil nyo yung karapatan ng mamamayan malaman kung paano ginagamit ang pondo ng mga ahensya na pinagkakatiwalaan ng mamamayan. Na pagdating sa oversight function ng mababang kapulungan at ng Senado, kung ito man ay kanilang gagamitin, ito ay hindi nyo kinikilala. Dahil sa sulat na ito, ipinapakiusap ninyo sa COA na huwag sumunod sa subpoena na in-issue ng Kongreso para hindi ibigay ang COA report sa Kongreso. At sa aking pananaw, this is one way of how do you explain it, Congressman Zia? You're good in explaining. Of covering the truth. Tinatakpan ng katotohanan. Kasi kung wala naman kayong tinatago, di ba? Kung wala naman kayong tinatago, ba't nyo pa papakiusapan yung isang ahensya na hindi i-share ang mga dokumento patungkol sa isang investigasyon na isinasagawa ng isa pang ahensya? Di ba? Ngayon, Attorney Lopez, dahil sa sulat na inalabas ninyo at inamin nyo rin naman na ikaw, si Mr. Ortonio, tama po ba? At ang ating Vice Presidente ang may alam tungkol sa sulat na ito. Hindi po ba kayo naniniwala na karapatan ng taong bayan malaman ng kung paano nyo po ginastos ang pera na ipinagkatiwala sa inyo?
Your Honor, may I answer?
Please answer.
Mr. Chair, thank you. Respectfully, Your Honor, that letter does not in any way seek to undermine the power of Congress as regards matters regarding to the power of the purse. It is not. It is simply a request from to the Commission of Audit, given that there is still an ongoing audit investigation. That's why we requested that since hindi pa naman po natatapos yung audit, hindi naman po din tama na ibibigay na muna yung ganong documents. With due respect also to the audit still being done at the Office of the Vice President. So yun lang po yung position namin. We do not seek to belittle nor undermine the power of Congress, Your Honor. That is the farthest
Yes,
and the least of our intention.
But Attorney Lopez, that is not a call for you to make. Right?
Your Honor, it was...
Precisely because you are the agency that is being investigated. That's totally uncalled for. You're asking another agency not to cooperate with Congress when an ongoing investigation is happening. That's suppression of the truth. At the very least, dapat hinayaan nyo na lang. Di ba? Kung wala naman kayong tinatago, pwede nyo naman po ipaliwanag yun dito pag nag-hearing na tayo. Kasi nandito po sa sulat ninyo, parang pinipigilan nyo yung COA at pinapakiusapan nyo na huwag nyong ibigay. Nasa palagay ko po ay hindi po tama. Hindi po tama sa maraming aspeto ng pagtingin at pananaw. Kasi maaaring tama ang sinabi ninyo na hindi pa kumpleto yung pagsusuri na ginagawa ng COA, but that's not your call to make. That's COA's call to make, which they have emphasized many times while they've been here. But for this letter, Attorney Lopez, mukha po kasing talagang ayaw niyong malaman ng taong bayan kung paano niyo po ginastos yung 612 million pesos na confidential funds ng Office of the Vice President at pati po ng DepEd.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair.
Wait, I'll get you, Attorney Lopez.
Okay.
So ngayon, Attorney Lopez, are you still of the position that you have no knowledge about these confidential funds?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have two documents here that you signed off. One, questioning not naman questioning, na pinapaliwanag mo yung AOM ng COA. Signature mo ang naka-affix doon. Number two, another letter addressed to COA na ipinapakiusap mo sa COA na wag munang ibigay ang audit observation sa Kongreso. That's your signature. Am I correct, Attorney Lopez?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you are still expecting that the committee will believe you na pag sinabi mo hanggang ngayon wala ka pa ring alam maski 2 beses ka nang sumulat sa COA tungkol sa confidential fund.
Your Honor, quick reading of the letter would indicate...
No, that's my... anyway, Mr. Chair, I would just like to end my point because I don't think Attorney Lopez will cooperate with us anyway. I would just like to manifest those 2 letters are true. Those 2 letters cannot be denied. Her signature is on those 2 letters. Those 2 letters are both addressed to the Commission on Audit. One, intent of the letter, ipinapaliwanag yung audit observation. Pangalawang sulat, ipinapakiusap sa COA na huwag i-share at ibahagi ang audit observation sa Kongreso. So napakahirap pong paniwalaan ng isang taong nakapirma sa 2 sulat na yan ay walang kinalaman patungkol sa isyong kanyang ipinapakiusap sa Commission on Audit. No one in their right mind, Mr. Chair, will affix their signature in a document that they do not have any knowledge of. Abogado po kayo, Attorney Lopez. Kung ako nga, pipirma lang sa dokumento, inaaral ko muna kung anong nilalaman. Ito pa. COA. Dito pa, pera ng taong bayan. Sorry, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker Jay Suarez.
Mr. Chair,
Respectfully,
Before I
Mr. Chair.
recognize Congressman Sia and
Respectfully, Mr. Chair.
yes, you want to respond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
As regards the the matter of the writing to the Commission on Audit as regards the subpoena, we recognize the authority and the power of the Commission of Audit, Your Honor, as to all matters pertaining to audit, which is why we wrote to them. That was just our request on the end of the Office of the Vice President. And as regards the matter of explaining or explanation sent as to the AOM, those are matters, Your Honor, that, as I mentioned earlier, external communications fall under the Office of the Chief of Staff. The matter as to the preparation, etc., as long as it's in good compliant with form, those are matters that I sign off to as a matter of course. Hence the two letters, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Lopez. Yes, Senior Deputy Speaker Don Gonzales, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Attorney Zuleika Lopez, ma'am, kanino nagre-report si Gina Acosta at Edward Pajarda when it comes to confidential funds po?
Your Honor, I am not privy to that information.
Although you are the Chief of Staff, ma'am, hindi mo alam yun.
Yes, I am the Chief of Staff, but I have a certain role. It's, as mentioned earlier, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, in the Office of the Vice President, parang compartmentalized siya. We only perform certain functions. And my area of expertise is actually operations, Your Honor, for our socio-economic programs.
Yes, ma'am, but you have been with Gina Acosta since you were the city administrator of Davao. Tama po ba?
That is correct, Your Honor.
But Gina Acosta holds confidential funds. Tama po ba?
She is the SDO.
So does that mean that the Vice President trusts her more than you, ma'am? But you are the Chief of Staff.
Your Honor, I cannot presume to answer for the Vice President and as to who she trusts.
If I am the Congressman, I have my Chief of Staff. Of course, I will call first by Chief of Staff. Everything, malalaman ko po yun. Kaya, on Gina Acosta, parang pinagtitiwalaan po si Gina Acosta, the new, ng ating Vice President. Tama po ba?
Again, Your Honor, I cannot answer for the Vice President if she will trust another person more than she trusts me. I cannot answer that.
Did Gina Acosta ever coordinate the confidential fund with you, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
So she kept everything confidential fund and did not clear to you, ma'am?
No, Your Honor. She did not provide me. She does not report to me on matters
Parang hindi kapapaniwala
like that.
po yun, ma'am.
Your
Pakiulit
Honor,
po.
as stated earlier, Miss Gina Acosta is with the Office of the Chief of Staff. That is correct. She is our supervising admin officer. She is our OSH, our safety officer. She handles the personnelling and procurement of office supplies in the Office of the Chief of Staff, Your Honor. That is one of her many functions, and those are the functions that she reports to me. But as regards the disbursement, those are matters that I am not privy to, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Attorney Lopez, can you tell us your working relationship with Miss Gina Acosta?
Professional, Your Honor. We have a professional working relationship.
On the subpoena letter, why did you write COA not to comply with the committee subpoena, ma'am?
Why did we write?
Why did you write COA not to comply with the committee subpoena?
Your Honor, that was the position of the Office of the Vice President, given that there was an ongoing audit of the funds being undertaken at that time. So we felt it was our position that masyado pa siyang, hindi pa siya, it's too early to be providing data because it is not actually final. That was our position, Your Honor.
So, meaning to say, this is obstructing the process from Congress, Attorney Lopez?
Your Honor, that is the farthest from our intention. That's why we wrote, it is actually a recognition of the power of both Congress for the power of the purse and COA also for all things audit. That's why we wrote the Commission on Audit for this matter. It was simply a request, Your Honor, that they can approve or deny.
I thought that you had nothing to do with the confidential funds. So what's the reason for the letter then, Attorney Lopez? What is the reason for the letter?
Your Honor, as mentioned earlier, all external communications come from and emanate from the Office of the Chief of Staff. This was a matter that was raised by Mr. Ortonio, and when I also read the letter, I was of the position that tama naman yon kasi mayroon pang ongoing audit. So it is on this belief and our position that we wrote and requested from the Commission on Audit.
So ngayon po, Mr. Chairman, naniniwala na kayo na you know very well what's going on with the confidential funds. Naniniwala na po kayo. You know everything.
Your
You
Honor,
know very well what's going on the confidential fund based on your answers and statement.
Your Honor, it is really a response to the ongoing audit. Yun lang po yung role ko as Chief of Staff because all letters emanate from the Office of the Chief of Staff. And for reasons of parity, Your Honor, because we are writing the Commissioner, it is the highest official from the OVP who will have to sign off on the letter. Hence, it was signed as a matter of course. Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
I receive a letter now. I receive a picture now from Butuan. Sabi nyo, nandun si SDOG na Acosta. Natanggap po akong picture, wala pong tao dun sa Butuan. Meron mga umiikot lang, mga ilang tao. Pero sabi nyo, may activities po sa Butuan. Mr. Chairman, could you please answer that? As of this point in time, walang tao po sa Butuan. Dun sa inyong opisina doon.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I understand from the statement of Director Baloro that the event is in Hinoog.
You told me that a simultaneous event.
Opo.
Wala pong tao sa Butuan.
Hindi po sa opisina ng Office of the Vice President sa Butuan, Your Honor. It's in another area, which are... hindi po sa opisina. Meron po kaming opisina, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, sa Caraga. That is found in the city of Butuan. Totoo po yun. But the event, kasi simultaneous activities yan, Your Honor, hindi po siya nangyayari sa opisina, but on ground. Katulad ng sinabi po niya, Hinoog City and Magallanes.
Anyway, thank you
Mr.
po,
Chair.
Attorney Lopez, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, I was the one who asked that specific question. I asked him, where exactly are these activities happening now? And nang sabi po niya, I wasn't asking him about the satellite offices. I was asking him, where exactly in Caraga are these activities now happening today? So it's either you gave me a wrong answer or you're just lying. You tried to evade my question. I asked you specifically where particular areas in Caraga are this happening. Kasi nga wala dito si Miss Gina, kasi dahil dun eh.
Your Honor,
And now you're telling us now, Mr. Chair, that you are referring to the location of your satellite offices?
Mr. Chair.
I wasn't asking him about the satellite offices. I was asking him where exactly are these activities been going on today? It's happening.
Mr. Chairman, Attorney Lopez, with your indulgence, are you not feeling well, ma'am? Are you okay?
Your Honor,
Kailangan mo ng therapist ba? Parang sakit yung ano.
thank you. I have
Masakit
a
po yung likod.
back concern, Your Honor. I'm a scoliotic. So,
Okay.
I requested the chairman actually early on that I be allowed to stand every 20 minutes because I cannot stay in one stiff position. Otherwise, my back will really, really hurt, Your Honor, and then I will have migraine. So,
All of the other persons I've been talking to say you run a tight ship. You know almost everything that's happening in the office of the Vice President. Yet on this particular matter, parang hugas kamay ka eh. Wala akong kinalaman dyan. I don't know anything about the confidential fund. Yet the people involved in the disbursement, the collection of the funds, and even the preparation of the documents are all under your office. Parang ang hirap pong paniwalaan na these are things that you do not know of, given the circumstances. Po.
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, I confirm that Mr. Ortonio reports to me directly for matters relating to the office concerns. Matters, especially the cluster under him, which are certain divisions, the same way that other directors report to me as regards the clusters under them. He does not report to me at all, Your Honor, for matters such as kung nasaan po yung mga signature niya, disbursements or checks. He does not.
So,
In the same manner,
go ahead, please.
yes, if I may continue. The same with Ms. Acosta. Her designation is her designation as SDO is a task on top of her task under the Office of the Chief of Staff. So, as ang nire-report po sa akin ni Ms. Gina Acosta are tasks pertaining to her job and her function in the Office of her Chief of Staff.
So, in other words po, while they are under you, there are certain things that they do not report directly to you. Lalo na pag confidential funds ang pinag-uusapan.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I did not catch the question. Very quickly lang.
You
Sorry.
said kanina na there are things that they do that they do not report to you about. And one of this is the use of the confidential funds.
I would assume, Your Honor, because nobody has really reported to me about that.
Okay. So
Because
let me
these are
clarify that. So you never knew that she was the SDO? For the confidential funds? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor, until I saw the memo designating her as SDO. Because I was not the one who designated.
Okay nga.
Ms. Gina.
So, as of December 2022, she was SDO already, correct? Hindi mo rin alam?
Yes, Your Honor, given the information in the
fact
DBs.
that there were already
DB.
disbursements made in 2022 using the confidential funds.
Yes.
So, how about your Assistant Chief of Staff, Ortonio? Hindi mo rin alam that he was working with Acosta when it comes to the confidential funds?
I just know Mr. Ortonio to be one of the signatories of the checks, Your Honor. Because these are documents that we submit kung
Mr.
sino-sino
Chair.
yung signatories.
Mr. Chairman,
Congressman Akop.
I think the resource person is not asking appropriately the questions of the Honorable Keith Flores. May I request that the Honorable Flores repeats his question?
Yeah, my question, Attorney Lopez, was that, di ba, alam mo ba na si Attorney Ortonio was working with Acosta, the what's that? SDO, when it comes to the use of the confidential funds?
Ang alam ko po, Your Honor, my personal knowledge is si Mr. Ortonio signs off on checks.
Checks requested by Acosta.
Katulad po nung napakita sa document kanina, siya,
Kaya nga, so hindi mo alam kung sino nag-request sa check na yun. Just Ortonio.
that he signs off on the checks, Your Honor.
Kaya nga, I was asking, hindi mo alam kung sino nag-request for the issuance of the check.
I'm sorry,
Is it
Your
a
Honor.
difficult question, Attorney Lopez?
Your Honor, my personal knowledge.
Kaya I was just asking kung alam mo ba kung sino ang nag-request ng check na pinirmahan ni Ortonio.
Kung meron po siyang, yung pinakita po kanina, Your Honor, kung yun yung kalakip, the DV, then kung taken together, yun po sila yung magkakasamang documents.
The question man is if alam mo. Yun lang. Alam mo ba kung sino ang nagre-request for the issuance of these checks? I'm not asking kung kadikit ba yung cheque at saka DV. I'm just asking.
Your Honor,
Sige po.
Mr. Chair, if I may answer.
Please proceed.
Yes, as mentioned earlier, Your Honor, this disbursement vouchers, these checks do not go through my office. So I really have no personal knowledge kung sino yung nag-request ng check.
You can say no naman eh.
Ay, sorry,
No.
no.
Tapos na tayo. Let me
I'm
move
sorry.
on. It's okay.
Respectfully, Your Honor, no.
Yeah,
I have
hindi
no
mo alam.
knowledge.
Okay, so these are things that happens within your office involving two of your, the next most senior officer of your office and another one, and yet you have no knowledge of.
Yes, Your Honor, I have no personal
In
knowledge.
I hope you understand, Attorney Lopez. Parang it's kind of hard to believe po na siguro it's possible that it's happening that way, no? Na yun ang arrangement ninyo, na every other thing ako, wag lang tong confidential fund or other matters na ano. So that's is that how it is arranged?
That is how it is, Your Honor, in the office of the
Kahit
Vice
na
President.
tao mo, they do things on their own, as far as it is not concerning the other things that you should know of.
Yes, outside of the office of the Chief of Staff na tasks.
Outside of the office of the Chief of Staff na tasks. Yet, it is your Assistant Chief of Staff who performs this task.
Your Honor, my Assistant Chief of Staff is not, although we work together, he does not report directly to me on all matters.
This
There
matter...
are certain matters that I am not privy to.
Okay.
Or there are certain matters also with the Office of Chief of Staff that he is not part of.
Even if he is Assistant Chief, diba? Pwede din, no? Like, let's
Yes.
say, klaruhin ko lang, ha? So, in this particular matter, confidential funds, Acosta, or Tonyo, not through you, and you have no idea what happens or what it goes through, and presumably it goes directly to the Vice President. Kasi there has to be someone who approves it. Eh.
I cannot presume, Your Honor, I cannot give you a direct answer because wala po akong
Okay,
first-hand
let me
info.
put it differently. Who is the other officer, other than you, who is higher than Ortonio, that Ortonio reports to?
The head of our agency, Your Honor.
And that is?
The Vice President.
Okay, so it would be safe to presume that since Ortonio is doing this on his own, without your participation, and Acosta is reporting to Ortonio, it is safe to presume that it's Ortonio who's also reporting directly to the Vice President. Kasi wala nang iba eh. He cannot go down. He can only go up. Tama ba?
Your Honor, I cannot give a direct answer because I really have no personal knowledge.
I understand that you have no personal knowledge, but tama ba bang to conclude na yun na, kasi impossible, I wouldn't imagine na your Assistant Chief of Staff would be acting on his own. Eh. It has to be approved by someone, and it cannot be approved by someone who occupies a position lower than his. That would be ridiculous. It goes back. It has to go up. Now, tinanong kita kanina, other than you, who is the other officer na mas mataas sa'yo na Ortonio reports to? And you said that that is the head of office, which is the Vice President. And when I'm telling you, is it safe to presume that Ortonio reports to the Vice President when it comes to the usage of the confidential funds? You say you have no knowledge, so you cannot make that presumption. Would that be a correct generalization ba of what our question and answer?
Yes, sir. The gist
Yeah.
of it.
That.
I cannot make the
Yes.
presumption.
Okay. So, now, ano na lang, it would be best, could you, as Chief of Staff na lang, Attorney Lopez, undertake to ensure the presence of the SDOs that, kasi they should be here eh. Kasi ang questions naman are mostly supposedly directed to them eh.
Your Honor, this is in reference to your earlier instruction and request, no?
Yes, please.
That we reach out to Ms. Acosta. I have, Your Honor. I texted and I tried calling her, but she has not responded. I have done as instructed.
How about Ortonio? Did you try to get in touch with your assistant?
Yes, Your Honor, but I texted him that the HR committee members want to talk to you.
No reply?
Please reply. And
No reply?
none, Your Honor.
For someone who's running a tight ship, it's kind of difficult to imagine an underling not replying to the messages of the head of office. I can't imagine it happening that way. It wouldn't happen under normal circumstances po. That would be not only disrespectful, but it would.
But it is what it is, Your Honor, respectfully.
That's what happened.
There is no
Yeah, you don't need to show me. I'll take your word for it. Attorney. I'm just saying na medyo strange na yung mga taong natatrabaho under you refuses to reply, refuses to inform you, refuses to make known their whereabouts. Parang medyo mahirap po paniwalaan. Now, Ms. Rabago, earlier, a lawyer entered his appearance claiming that they were engaged you engaged them in your personal capacity?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how much was the engagement fee?
I don't have any personal knowledge on the
You don't have any personal knowledge.
Yes.
How about you, Mr. Tenido?
Same, Mr. Chair. We consulted our legal to
You consulted your legal.
to have a counsel.
But an engagement with a lawyer naturally comes with a consideration.
Actually, it was a referral.
Referral.
We were made referred to the counsel attorney.
So you're expecting to be billed for the services of this counsel?
There's no discussion as to the.
Oh, no discussion. So how could a lawyer represent one when there is no engagement fee? Would that be possible? I saw him the last time also.
Yes, Mr. Chair. But as of this moment, there was no discussion yet.
So, it is the office that provided these lawyers to you.
No, sir, because that
No.
is not allowed under the rules.
It's not allowed. So you personally chose this lawyer.
We were referred, sir.
You were referred. You personally talked to this lawyer before coming over.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair.
And there was no talk about engagement fee ba or
None as of the moment.
none as of the moment. Representing you for 2 days na, yet walang bayad. Wala pang usapan about bayad.
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
That's correct. No, very generous lawyers na. But it was referred by your
By our legal.
legal. Okay.
department.
Same with you, Miss Villa Del Rey.
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have a personal lawyer present,
Yes po.
but no engagement din. Wala pang bayad.
Wala pa pong bayad.
Wala pa rin usapan as
With
to how
engagement.
much. Per hour, per day, or
Not yet.
kahit man lang acceptance fee to represent you.
Wala pa po.
Wala pa. And you expect it to happen anytime soon?
I think so, sir.
You will be billed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Will you be willing to inform this committee as to when you will be billed? Kasi parang it's impossible to think na lawyers would represent anyone for free. Di ba? It has to be for a certain fee. Right? And if you are saying na kayo ang nag-engage, kasi bawal nga ang office na mag-engage ng personal lawyers for you guys, yet none of you have talked to them about fees. Correct? Would you also confirm that, Attorney Sanchez?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Wala pang usapan sa fees.
In the engagement letter, there's no mention of the
There's no mention.
Yes.
So you just signed that I'm engaging you as my lawyer without knowing how much you will be billing me.
Since there's no amount, Mr. Chair, that was mentioned in the engagement letter, I assume, Mr. Chair, that there will be no fees.
You assume that there will be no fees, so it will be free legal representation.
Because the lawyer did not discuss the fees.
Because it was not discussed in the engagement letter. Same with you, Ms. Villa del Rey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you also assuming that it will be free? I suppose?
I hope so, sir.
You hope so. How about you, Mr. Tenido?
Same, sir. I hope so, sir.
You're hoping that it's gonna be
Pro
free.
bono.
Again, with you, Ms. Rabago?
Yes, Mr. Chair, same.
Paano kung hindi free yan? Hindi mo naman of choice yung lawyer, bine-refer lang sa'yo. Paano yan? Paano kung the billing is too much? Gusto mong lesser sana. Paano yan? I mean, wouldn't that thing come to mind when engaging a lawyer? Not just pure, siguro hoping na it's gonna be free. Oo ba? That's most people, most ordinary people the first thing that would come to mind is magkano kaya ang ibibil nito, or magkano kaya ang acceptance fee, or what is the hourly rate for representing us. Ilang oras na tayo dito ngayon? Di ba? So it's not the office that's paying for it. It's not someone we all know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Para sa iba pang karagdagang mga balita at impormasyon, ay huwag po nating kalimutang mag-like, share at comment sa video na ito, at huwag po rin nating kalimutang mag-subscribe to continue supporting us. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, at naway tangkilikin po ninyo ang aming YouTube channel.